Sawadee good morning, and thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're airing live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. It's Wednesday, May 13th, 2015, and I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. Now let's begin with today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Nepal was struck by two massive aftershocks on Tuesday, measuring 7.5 and 6.2 on the Richter scale. Many survivors are still living in tents following the 8.1 magnitude earthquake 2 weeks ago. Tuesday's aftershocks sent the country into panic again, with people trying to get to open spaces. At least 68 people have been confirmed dead and more than 1,000 injured in the latest aftershocks, adding more pain to the already traumatized nation. Most of the reported fatalities were in villages to the east of Kathmandu, only just beginning to pick up the pieces after the April 25th quake that left more than 8,000 people dead. The new earthquake, which had at least 6 aftershocks, was centered 76 kilometers east of the capital in a hilly area close to the border with Tibet, according to coordinates provided by the U.S. Geological Survey. Aid workers reported serious damage to some villages seen from the air, and witnesses reported seeing rocks and mud crashing down remote hillsides lined with roads and small hamlets. Meanwhile, the Thai Meteorological Department has released a statement confirming that the quake and the aftershocks has had no effect on Thailand. The Meteorological Department will make further announcements with more information on this incident as it becomes known. All of Thai nationals who are still in Nepal are safe, according to the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Thailand. Supreme Commander General Warapong Sanganet has extended a warm welcome to a team of Thai soldiers who returned home after being dispatched to quake-hit Nepal on a rescue mission. At Military Terminal 2, Wing 6, Don Mueang Airport, General Warapong presided over a homecoming ceremony held for the military rescue team, which was on duty in Nepal between April 28th and May 12th. Among the people welcoming home the team were staff of the Royal Thai Armed Forces and families of the returning soldiers. The Supreme Commander announced the team's duty in the quake-battered country a complete success, saying all operations were conducted in an orderly and impeccable fashion, while all the men had maintained good morale since day one. On this occasion, he also affirmed that the Thai military would be ready and willing to lend more assistance to Nepal whenever requested. The team, consisting of 53 men, was flown back on a C-130 aircraft and arrived in the late afternoon of yesterday. They also brought along 2 Thai civilians, a mother and her son, who had earlier expressed a wish to return to Thailand. The government has introduced a new campaign to promote the use of traditional Thai fabrics among civil servants and state officers. Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha instructed the Agriculture Ministry to start following up on the creation of traditional products and related careers for locals in the upcountry after the executives of the Queen Sirikit Department of Sericulture and the winner of the 2015 silk farming presented him with a piece of hand-woven traditional Thai fabric. The Prime Minister has specifically told the Agriculture Ministry to incorporate the local lifestyle and adopt marketing tactics into the production and distribution of such products, both within and outside the country. General Prayut also initiated a policy that calls on all civil servants, state officers, and members of the cabinet to wear Thai silk every Friday to promote the country's proud creation while helping silk farmers earn more income. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has affirmed that the allocation of budgets to various projects will be executed on time in accordance with the procurement contracts. Speaking of the government's economic stimulus measures, Prime Minister Prayut stated that efforts are being made to speed up investment projects in all areas, while state budgets are being swiftly paid out to ensure that construction works begin as specified by the contracts. He also confirmed the Finance Ministry's ability to find capital sources for the many pending mega projects, including the Thai-Chinese and Thai-Japanese railway projects and the construction of 2 additional motorways. As for the economic condition in the first quarter of 2015, General Prayut revealed that the collection of value-added tax or VAT was higher each month, thanks to recovery in domestic spending, which resulted from the government's stimulation. The government has approved the Jabra River development project and agreed to replace the Permanent Secretary for Energy. Minister of Interior General Anupong Jinda spoke of the Cabinet's decision to adjust the budget and parameters of the Jabra development project after the plan to construct a road along the river banks had been scrapped. He said the project has been retooled to build recreational parks, bicycle lanes, as well as a sports stadium. Meanwhile, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister to the Prime Minister's Office, Mom Luong Panadda Disakun, revealed that the Cabinet has also agreed to transfer Permanent Secretary for Energy Aripong Puchaum to the position of Secretary General of the Office of the Public Sector Development Commission. The Cabinet has agreed in principle to a proposed plan to allocate 237 million baht to support the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration, or BMA's pension program for people with disabilities. According to government spokesperson Yongyut Mayalap, a resolution was made during the weekly cabinet meeting to set aside 237 million baht from the central budget for the BMA so as to give the agency enough funds to pay the monthly pension to the handicapped until the end of the fiscal year in September. The additional support was necessary after the Cabinet decided in November 2014 to raise the pension rate for the disabled from 500 baht a month to 800 baht. The increase caused the BMA's initial budget of 511 million baht to last only until April this year instead of September. At the meeting, the Cabinet also set up a special committee to consider the 2016 expenditure budget. The panel comprises 59 members in total, 10 of whom coming from the government. Minister of Social Development and Human Security Adun Sang Singkaew has handed down a guideline to his officials to gather comprehensive information on Rohingya people and human trafficking networks for use in their study and analysis of the situation. The minister, in his meeting with high-ranking officials of the ministry, emphasized to them to take care of victims of human trafficking in line with the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. As the victims recently found were mostly Rohingya, Bangladeshi, and Burmese, the minister said they need to be screened and separated for easier provision of security and care. The minister also instructed the preparation of interpreters to help facilitate the victim screening process. The Royal Thai Police has cooperated with the Malaysian police in tracking down Gotong, a suspect in the case of Rohingya trafficking, after they learned that he is in hiding outside of Thailand. Commissioner General of the Royal Thai Police, Police General Somyot Phumpan Muang, said Mr. Pachuban Angkachotpan, or Gotong, one of the suspects with arrest warrants, was a key figure in the Rohingya human trafficking circle. After learning that he escaped to a neighboring country, the Thai police contacted their Malaysian counterpart to bring the suspect to Thailand. Thailand has an extradition treaty with Malaysia. If police officers found that there were local politicians or high-ranking officers facilitating Ko Tong's escape, they would face legal action. Constitution Drafting Committee or CDC member Phaiboon Nititawan expressed his satisfaction with the current charter drafting process. He was confident that the second draft would be very different from the first and will prove to be agreeable to all parties. Mr. Phaiboon denied the possibility that the provisions would be reduced from 315 to only 100. He reasoned that the CDC wants to create a constitution that is as comprehensive as possible. The CDC member spoke on a recent discussion to amend Section 308 of the current interim constitution. The CDC has also been in talks with the National Reform Council about a plan to submit an amendment proposal regarding the time frame for new elections. In an effort to solve the problem of price decline, the Ministry of Commerce is to ban sales of palm fruit with an oil content of less than 17%. According to Commerce Minister General Chatchai Sarikanya, a recent meeting held between the Ministry of Commerce and representatives of palm tree growers was to hear their opinions before the new ban was to take effect. The ministry previously raised to 4 baht per kilogram the buying price of palm fruit with a minimum oil content of 17%. General Chatchai believed the ban would prevent a price decline in the long run and encourage farmers to produce palm fruit of better quality. The Thai government is expected to take action to promote rice exports after the global demand declined during the first quarter of this year. The Department of International Trade Promotion said that the oversupply of rice from India and Vietnam in the global market has reduced the price and market share of Thai rice. Thailand has also been unable to grow more rice due to water shortages in many arable areas. The stronger baht has also affected the export of Thai rice. However, many countries still continue to buy rice from Thailand, despite the sluggish global economy. Unfortunately, Newsline is cut short today due to a special telecast of the royal plowing ceremony. But if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or simply visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsin. And for now, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of a seal scurrying into Oregon Fish Market looking for food. I'm Suraphat Lautharanarit. Thank you for joining us and have a great day. สวัสดีครับ